I went home yesterday. I was watching Grey's Anatomy, and can I tell you what happened last night? So I have like my bedroom, and then there's like, I was watching TV in the room over, right? But the speakers in that room are broken. So, and the door, I close the door because I'm scared of Mushroom coming in. So basically I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, but the speakers in that room are completely broken. So I'm using the speakers in my room to hear. So they're on max volume, 100%, like blast your ears out if you walked by it, but they're loud enough that like with the door closed, it's like I kind of have a really scuffed right speaker. So I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, like full-blown episode. Okay, you know, and then like for a second, so it finishes the episode. I leave my room and I get I turn off the volume and like I hear it for a second. I'm like, oh my God, that's loud. I turn it off. I'm like, whoo, I heard like what it sounded like for a second. Okay. I share a floor area. Like I'm near Tina's room. Okay. I won't give you the house layout, but I'm near Tina. Okay. Tina, messages. I checked my Discord messages from Tina, and it's like, okay, she goes, well, the first thing I see is the show over? That's the first message, and I'm like, what? And then I scroll up from is the show over to your speakers are vibrating my walls. And he goes, is the movie over? And it's a cat emoji. And I said, oh my God, Tina, I'm so sorry. And then I said, no, because like the sound in my room died. And then so I had to use the other room. And then like it was blasting. Like you have to understand the door is closed and I'm using the other room speakers just so I could hear it. And I had to close the door or else Mushroom's gonna come in. And I totally like just didn't realize. So Tina's like, my walls were going zzz. And she said, I opened my window and I was like, Leslie! And I was like, I'm so sorry. She's like, you're like my punk rock neighbor. She's like, what movie was that? And I was like, Grey's Anatomy. She's like, please, that's so funny. She's like, I'm lying in bed like, and it's a cat emoji that's just like staring at the sky. I was like, please forgive me, Tina. It won't happen again. I'll lose all of my TV privileges. She said, maybe she can't hear that well from all those festivals. I was like, I'm deaf, but I'm not that deaf. Anyway, so I felt horrible. I just like, I can't imagine how loud it was for her. Anyway, she could. I know she could hear every single word of it. Her walls are going boom, 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 so loud that I can't hear her screaming my name. Her punk rock neighbor. I feel horrible. So anyways, that was the first thing that came back. Meanwhile, I come back to like Tina organizing our pantry and she comes back to me blasting Grey's Anatomy at 2 a.m. Like I was just in the mood for the first episode. I'm like, yeah, like I'm gonna watch some Grey's Anatomy. I watched yesterday on the plane, I watched like Alice in Borderland. I was watching Manifest. I don't know, this show where like people fly. They get on a plane and they fly, and then like on the plane, all the people did basically 5 years pass for the rest of the world, but the people on the plane like land and no time has passed for them.